Hi, thanks for joining another video today. Today I'll be doing a quick test drive of the Volkswagen ID.4. I just checked in, so I'm waiting for my car. I'm probably only going to get like a 10-minute time frame to drive it. But when I checked in, they gave me this straw. I don't know why, but I guess it's a pretty neat little thing to remember my test drive. So let's get in the car and see how it drives. We're in the ID.4 and this is the first edition, which all reservations have been sold out for it. But if you're interested in buying an ID.4 right now, they have the Pro trim and the Pro S trim, which has a little bit more features. And those hopefully will be available, I think, summer of 2021. Currently, I'm trying to follow the route here. So currently, only rear-wheel drive is available to buy, which is available in the summer. And then all-wheel drive will be available at the end of 2021. So the car starts at around $40,000 for the Pro trim, and then they go upwards when you add the more features onto it. The car has an intuitive start, so you walk in with your key fob and you just place it, and you press the brakes and the car will wake up. But there's also a start button, which is kind of redundant, but they have that there in case you want to use that as well. But I really like the feature that they added where you just sit in here, press the brake, and the car wakes up. So I'm currently on drive mode, but then if you shift up one more, you're on B mode, which gives you additional regenerative braking. This doesn't have regenerative braking where when you slow down, it's all of a sudden. This one's a very gradual deceleration, which is nice if you're a first EV owner. Not all EVs have that aggressive regenerative braking, so it feels nice. This is another cool feature. It has the shade on the roof, and the way that you open it is with this really neat touch dial. I don't know what to call it. If you swipe up, it opens it, and then you could also stop it with a touch, and then we stop it and then pull it back to close. Let's test out the acceleration really quick. And so the car isn't that fast. It's faster than most gas SUVs, but it's pretty fast as an electric EV. I think I saw somewhere somebody tested it and it was like around 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds or something like that. So again, it's great. It feels like a normal SUV. If you're a first EV owner, I think this would be a great choice. Don't get me wrong, it still has instant acceleration. It's not all EVs have to be instant acceleration rocket launch, so this one feels really good. I like the smooth acceleration it has. Everything in here is basically touch control. Even though it has buttons, it's still a light touch. So let's see if we want to do the volume or the air, and even on the steering wheel, they look like buttons, but it's just a light tap to switch between things. It feels pretty cool. The steering wheel itself I love whatever this material is, I don't remember, and it feels so soft. I really like how the steering wheel feels. The car has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and this one is the main screen for the ID.4, but this is our route that we're on right now. So this is on Apple CarPlay. So the brake and acceleration pedal are kind of cute. We have a pause and play button on there. There's a lot of extra room around here for cups, extra USB ports, wireless charger as well. I think the style in the interior is very normal. It's very plain, but that's a good thing. I think everything that they added looks pretty neat. The screen here and your gauge cluster up in the front, and the First Edition trim adds a nice style to it as well. I like the large view of the back of camera, and it also made beeping sounds when we went in reverse. I'm sitting as a passenger now on the ID.4, and while I was driving and as a passenger, the car feels really smooth. Again, I would suggest as a First EV owner that you test drive this car. It feels very normal. The acceleration isn't extremely fast, but it's a nice gradual acceleration, and the regen isn't abrupt. It's nice and smooth, so it slows you down really nicely. The car has another cool feature, which it has a massaging mode for the seats. So let me show you where that button is. Right over here, you push this button and hold that down, and you get a lower back massage, which is really nice if you're on a long drive. Currently the back massager is on. It's a really light massage. I'm just laughing because I didn't know cars had seat massagers. I think I might just go for 10 test drives just to get this massage. So this is a little funny. This is for the climate, but I guess they had no room, so now it just says clima, which I think in Spanish is also climate, but this is not a Spanish car. So here we have clima. So you can see some of the safety features the car has right now. It can see the car that's in front of it, and it has dash lines to keep you centered in your lane. And I know that ID.4 will come with a lot of safety features. The ID.4 has a lot of space. There's space back there for 3 people, giving you a total of a 5-passenger vehicle. I took a little bit of footage of the cargo space in one of their just parked cars that I can show you here. Okay, so let's look at the screen. Let's see what other options we have. Apple CarPlay, ambient light, navigation. I like how you can just swipe over to look at your navigation and other things. Let's see what's in our settings. Okay. I think I saw one where you can do more detail. I think it was in the help section. So you can customize your menu, which is pretty neat. Let's see what's in operation. Oh, you can change up the tapping hand gestures. Oh, that's interesting. Zooming, moving, tapping to zoom. And your basic layout with climate control. Oh, I guess it has voice operation as well. I wish I had more time with the car because I would love to play with all of these settings. I figured out the hand waving part. Look at that. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, there we go. Other cool feature that I noticed is the ambient light, which you can change here. So it's really bright outside, so you can't really tell. But you can kind of see the pink in there. And those lights kind of send a message like telegraph. If a call comes in or a message, or if you break or charging, it kind of gives you that message through the lights, which is pretty neat. So this car has a 77 kilowatt hour battery, and it has a permanent magnet synchronous AC motor. The car uses a J connector and CCS for DC fast charging, and it gets up to 125 kilowatt of charging at a DC fast charger. So the seat has a lever here for your arm to rest on, and then this button is to customize the position you want it in. So if you want it to be a little low, high, higher, or just we don't want to use it at all. So that's a pretty neat feature. So I'm approaching the end of my test drive. I suggest you go out and test drive the ID.4. Initial thoughts, I really like the car. I like the simplicity. It's a very laid back car. It drives really well. I think it would be great if you're a first-time EV owner. I think on paper, all the specs look good. And remember, you have a federal tax credit, so if you do buy new, you'll be able to claim that. Thanks for spending time with me today. Make sure to subscribe for more EV content and follow me on social media at CallasEV and Callas Tesla. And check out my website at CallasEV.com. That's all for now, and happy charging.